Happy Friday! All right, guys, welcome to Nurse Debbie. Today is Friday, so that means it's cooking day. We are going to make peach cobbler. I have never made peach cobbler in my life, but it is one of my ultimate favorite desserts with some vanilla ice cream on top. I have been eating that my whole life. There was a couple of places in Texas that were my absolute favorite, but they closed down, so they didn't get it anymore. So I'm gonna make my own this time. Brian will be here tomorrow and he can try it. But for today, I'm gonna make it and have it all ready for him. I teased you with the ingredients on a community post, and now I am finally going to make it. It's gonna be a week or two before the video comes out, but I am making it today, and you will definitely see it on a Friday, because Friday is my cooking day, Monday is my vlog day, and Wednesday is my live day. So let's get cooking. I'm gonna get all the ingredients and we're gonna make a peach cobbler. All right, I'm back. I got all the ingredients and then my phone started ringing. First I talked to Brian, then I talked to Lucy, and I finally said, I gotta go, I gotta do this recipe. So I'm gonna try to pull this down. I have my peaches. Now, my recipe says you want canned peaches. I don't want canned peaches, I want fresh peaches. So I am going to cut these up. What I'm gonna do, these are starting to get soft, which is why Brian said, please do something with them. I'm gonna go ahead and peel them. I would love to have a potato peeler. I don't know if I have one, but I think I'm just gonna peel the peaches and we'll see how that goes. I think I'm gonna do this one like this, and then I'm gonna see if I can find my potato peeler, because I think it should work on peaches. These peaches came from Sam's Club and they are so sweet. Oh my goodness, they are incredibly good. When I went to Sam's today, they had tons left and they look so good. So I am using this. I tell you what, let me up this, and then let me angle it down. There you go. Now you can see. That's a little better. Anyway, I'm on the little watermelon. I'm just throwing them to the side. I know I'm the messiest cooker. I really am. Good thing Brian's never here really when I'm cooking. At least stuff like this. Now it did say you could leave the peel on or take the peel off. I just want the peel off. All right, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna see if I have, oh, you're sideways too. I'm gonna see if I have a potato. All right, I do not have a potato peeler that works. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna sit here and keep peeling these peaches, and I will come back when I get them all peeled. Then we will cut them up and we will start making it. I have got these, oh, this way. We gotta come this way. Let me see if I can pull this closer. Angle that a little bit. There we go. All right. I don't really know what I'm doing because I've never done this before. I told you, I've never made peach cobbler before. Now this is a really sharp knife. Just using it to skin the peaches. I felt like I was gonna cut my hand off. All right. So I want to get it as much of this as I can without, without getting it to the core. So I'm going to cut them as close as I can. All right. Now I don't know. I kind of like my peaches. I'm assuming like this. I don't know. Like I said, we're learning here. If it turns out great, yay. If it doesn't, I'm okay with that. All right, I'm gonna put them in this measuring cup. And actually what we're gonna do is once they're all done, we are going to mix them with sugar. And so I think that's gonna make them a lot more, sugar always makes, like when I put it with strawberries, it makes like its own juice. And I think that's what's gonna happen with this too. Anyway, I'm just gonna cut these like this. Hopefully y'all can see everything with the camera. I'm trying to get better doing cooking stuff. I love to cook. I love to bake. I did it all the time when my kids were little, but when I was single, I didn't cook a whole lot because it was just me, you know? And I felt like I was wasting, you know, a lot of food if I cooked for myself, because now, you know, Brian cooks a lot. He makes steaks a lot. You know, he does like to cook too. So we both like to cook. I really haven't seen him bake anything, but I know he likes to cook. All right, we're just gonna keep on cutting these up. I've only got one more. I'm hoping this is enough pineapple. It said 1 large can. So fresh peaches, I would think this might be 1 large can. I don't want that peeling on it. I did take all the peeling off. You saw that. All right, and then we're just gonna have one more. This looks like a lot of peaches. I'm glad. This is gonna be so good. I really think it will be. I'm excited for it. As much as I love peach cobbler, I cannot wait to try it. You know, it's funny, I always make these things when Brian's working. And then when he comes home, I have them here. Now, he did not like my pineapple upside down cake. He said it was okay, but he doesn't like pineapple in a dessert. So he wasn't a really good judge of that one. And I want to give a huge thank you to my friend Nancy. When I went to my P.O. box today, Nancy had sent me a wonderful letter with a $25 gift card to Starbucks. That was so sweet. It just made my day. So thank you, Nancy. You were amazing. Oh my goodness, that whole thing almost fell. That would have been really good. All right, let me cut this one in half. And maybe that one in half. Okay. All the pineapple. All the peaches are done. Look how many it made. That's a whole lot. Okay, let me clean off all this mess and we'll get the rest of the ingredients going. Hopefully that was enough of the peaches. I still have 2 peaches. If I need more, I've got them, but I think that's probably enough. Now my recipe is on my computer over there, so I'm also watching Brian's video that came out today. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Bisquick, milk, spices, and butter. Okay, I need to get a mixing bowl. Now, Brian and I did find a really nice set of mixing bowls the other day at, I think at TJ Maxx or Home Goods, one or the other. And I told him no, just wait till I get a job. I can make do with what I have here and we'll make it work. Okay, here we go again. So you can see what I'm putting in this mixing bowl. All right, I need 1 cup of Bisquick mix. So let me get my one, I think this one's 2 cups. Yeah, this is 2 cups. So I need 1 cup of the Bisquick. I just got the regular Bisquick, Betty Crocker. You can make this into pancakes. You can make a strawberry shortcake with it. Oh, Impossible Coconut Pie is on here on the recipes on the back. There's a lot of recipes on the Bisquick. All right, I'm trying to open this where I don't make too much of a mess. Come on, Bisquick. Let me, see, I'm already making a mess. I told you. I am good, very good at making messes. Okay, let's see how much that is. Bisquick is messy. All right, we need a little bit more. I'm getting it all over the counter. Sorry, people. Little bit short. I don't want to do like a big old clump and then it mess it all up. Let me do this. Okay. Do one little bit more. All right, let me see if we're there. 1 cup. We're there. Okay, 1 cup of Bisquick is in. Let me pause and clean up the Bisquick mess. Right. I am back. Okay, Bisquick. And then we need 1 cup of milk. And I do have my Fairlife fat-free milk. I just bought a brand new one because you are supposed to, I believe, use within 14 days of opening. And we always go past that. Oh, do y'all see this? Do y'all see what I'm doing? I am making messes beyond messes because I'm trying to look in the camera and make sure it's lined up right. And I totally missed this. Let's do this. And then let me see how close I am. We just need a little bit more of the milk. That may be enough. That is exactly 1 cup of milk. We got our milk in. Boy, I made a mess. Oh my goodness, people. Don't invite me over to cook at your house because I'm probably gonna make a mess at your house. All right, let me put the milk up. The good news is I know how to clean up. Let's see, spices and butter. So we need a 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. Now, the only thing is, I don't want to mess up my nails. So hang on, let me open this real quick. We need a 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg and a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. There's a 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. All right, and then we're gonna need a 1/2 teaspoon of the cinnamon. This is also a brand new cinnamon. Brian put cinnamon in his coffee and I didn't know where he keeps it. I think he keeps it up in the coffee cabinet. And I didn't know it, so I bought some more. But this is my baking cinnamon and he can have his for whatever he wants it for. Okay, now we need a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. Okay, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. Okay, so we got the cinnamon and the nutmeg. Let me see what's next. And then I need to melt a 1/2 teaspoon of butter. Now the problem, let me pull you up again. Ugh. There we go. The problem with the butter, these Kirkland butters, I love them. I love the taste of the butter. I love that it's grass-fed butter, but it's hard to measure on here. You can see it's got the markings. I guess they go all the way across. And I need a 1/2 stick of butter, I think. Let me look. 1/2 cup of melted butter. So 1/2 cup, I have a thing that tells me, Alexa, how many tablespoons are in a 1/2 cup?
1/2 cup equals 8 tablespoons.
Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it is 1/2 of this. We're gonna get this. It's 1/2 of it. That's why we have these devices, and I am so sorry if I set yours off by me asking it. I know that happens a lot, and it happens to me when I'm watching something and it doesn't. Mine goes off too. All right, so I'm opening this butter, and I am just going to cut it right in half, and then I am going to stick it in. I think that's too small. I'm gonna do one of these. I'm gonna put it in here and we'll put it in the microwave and we'll melt our butter. Let me get a knife. I think this knife will work. I use this one to open. We're just gonna eyeball it right down the middle. And then I'm gonna cut it up in little squares. Sorry, I'm doing it again. Not showing you. Here's the butter I just cut in half. I'm gonna slice it really good. And then we're gonna stick it all in here. You know, this may not be big enough. It's really not. You know what, let me get a bigger one. I do have one that's bigger. Let's do this one. This one's bigger. Brian takes his lunch in these, and so sometimes there's not a lot of them here, but we do have one here. And I did just wash my hands again. I'm always washing my hands, especially when I turn the camera off. There goes my neighbors upstairs making a lot of noise again, as usual. All right. Got butter all over my hands. Which, by the way, you haven't seen. I got my nails done again and my toenails. So I used my gift cards from Yamava and they paid for my nails. So I was thrilled with that. All right, guys, I'm gonna throw this into the microwave until it melts and I'll be right back. I asked Alexa, what is the best way to melt butter in the microwave? And he said 15 seconds at a time, cut small pieces, microwave safe bowl, and then check it every 15 seconds. So this actually took 25 seconds to do this. So I'm just making sure there's not any pieces left, and there is not. So you know what, I'm gonna leave this spoon out. We're gonna add the butter to this. Let me make sure I get all the butter in here. All right. And I think it's gonna tell me to mix well. If so, I'm gonna get my whisk. Let me see what it says. My computer, of course, went off, so I gotta turn it back on. Peaches, mix them. Okay, well, I have my whisk. I'm gonna whisk them really good so they're really good and mixed. All right. Well, this looks good. It just says, just mix it. It doesn't say until all the lumps are gone. It doesn't say mix well. It just says mix it. So I'm gonna mix it as good as I can. Get all the edges. Make sure there's no clumpies in there. All right. Then let's see what the next step is after we've mixed that. I think that's really good. I hope. All right, that's that done. Now it says top, then milk and butter. Does that mean we just put that in a pan? The thing I don't like about this recipe is it doesn't tell me what size pan to use. I do have some pans. Let me see. I bought a couple from the Dollar Tree that I thought would work, but I think this may be too big. Do you think that might be too big? I don't know. I went ahead and got these because I didn't know. I know an 11 by 13 or 9 by 13 is too big. Okay, I think I'm gonna use this one. We'll see. Okay, so I'm assuming, is that what it says? Serve it warm with vanilla ice cream. Nobody forgets this one. Okay. And then spoon over the batter. Don't stir. Okay. Well, we're gonna pour this in. Because the Bisquick is gonna make up into a, Bisquick will make up into like biscuits, right? So I'm assuming it's gonna, you know, I think this might be too big. Well, if it is, we've learned our lesson and we'll do better next time. But for now, I'm gonna leave it like that. I think I may get a spoon and really scrape the rest of that out because there's still some in here and I want to get as much of this out as I can because it's going to be really good, I think. Some more and a little more. Okay, I think that's good. All right, now the fun with the peaches. Okay, so I have all these peaches. It says to mix them with 1 cup of sugar, okay? So, where's my cup? Oh, my cup's over here. Let me rinse this. All these ingredients are going in anyway, so I'm not gonna really make any kind of mess. But let me do 1 cup of sugar in here. I wanna make sure it's dry because I don't want the sugar sticking inside of this cup. All right, let's do 1 cup of sugar. Can y'all see that okay? I'm trying to eyeball 1 cup because it's really hard to see it on this measuring cup. I need to get a good new measuring cup. Little bit more, not much. Okay, that should be 1 cup of sugar. That's 1 cup of sugar. All right, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna find, I don't really know what to, I don't know that I can pour the sugar in here. I think it's gonna make just a mess. I don't really have anything. Oh my goodness. I need to get me some more stuff to cook with. I'm a little lost here. You know what? I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna get that pan again. Hold on. I cleaned this really good. I'm gonna put the peaches in there and then we're gonna dump the sugar all over them and I'm going to toss it. So let me get another spoon and we're gonna just toss the peaches in the sugar. Wow, that's a lot of sugar. It did say a cup of sugar. But you know, this is gonna mix in with everything else. And I think it's gonna be really good. But you know, they wanted you to have canned peaches, so who knows? We're learning together with this. And I know some of you that probably make peach cobbler a million times are going, Debbie, you're doing that all wrong. Okay, now it says to just scoop the peaches over the top, which I'm doing. It says do not mix it in, so I'm not gonna mix it in. I'm trying not to get as much of the sugar, but I do want some of the sugar because I'm sure it's gonna mix with those ingredients and be really good. Peach cobbler, people. And this is the weird thing. It says to bake it at 375 for, I'm not kidding you, 45 to 60 minutes. What is that? Why is it such a big difference? I have no idea. Now this is gonna be a lot of peaches in this dessert because I cut up 4 peaches. I don't know if it's supposed to need that many, but I did cut up that many. All right. Ta-da! All right. Okay. It's going in the oven when the oven preheats. Right now, I forgot to turn on the oven to preheat. So, we're gonna preheat the oven while I clean up my mess. We will put this in. It says 375 again for 45 minutes to 60 minutes. It doesn't say stick something in and it shows it's done. I'm just assuming it's a golden brown on top. So what I'm gonna do is I am gonna check it at 45. I'll let you know and we'll look at it together and we'll decide if we need to cook it longer. But right now my oven is preheating. You know my oven takes an eternity. Now, they did come spray for ants again today. Brian and I keep seeing them in the sink. We don't leave dishes in the sink. We don't leave food out. We have been putting all of our stuff like chips that are open. We have some tortillas, some bread. We're putting that in the microwave and closing the door because we don't want anything, any reason for us to be responsible for ants. He came and sprayed again this morning. He said this should take care of it. I said, can you please spray under the sink too? Because somehow they're coming up from the sink. It's the only place we're seeing them. Brian sprays for them every night. But anyway, he sprayed again today. So hopefully they're gone forever. Anyway, and it's hot in my house. I forgot to turn the AC down when I got home a while ago. I'm going to do that. I'm going to let this sit while I clean up. And then I'll come back and we'll put it in the oven. Got the kitchen cleaned up. Now, I do want to tell you, I am making this peach cobbler, but I am also going to do a cool summer drink. It is called Cherry Coke Slushies. I did find the recipe. I got the Coke, I got the cherries, I got everything we need to make it. But I have got to wait for Brian to be here because the slushies are only good when you drink them right away. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the peach cobbler today, and then I will make the slushies on a different day, but we'll include it in the same video so that you guys could have peach cobbler and cherry Coke slushies together. I think it's a good combination. So anyway, I am going to wait. The oven still hasn't preheated. So as soon as it does, we'll put this lovely peach cobbler in. Look how good that looks, guys. It just looks amazing. And I hope it comes out as good as it looks on here because it looks really good. I did order some napkins. I have these ring holders, and let me grab this one because my tripod's sitting on the other one. I have these cute blue. I thought these were really cute for summer. I had these in my drawer. These are my napkin rings, and I ordered some cute lemon napkins that have blue in them. So I wanted to change. Brian said change them out. We've had the yellow with the blue for a while, so we're switching these out. I think they're gonna look really cute. They're coming from Amazon today. They were very cheap. They were like $8 for 4. And so I'm just waiting for them to notify me that they are down in my parcel post so I can go get them. And I'm waiting for my ALE XA to go off because it came from Amazon, and he will tell me when it's been delivered. So all I have is these 2 lids, and I need to find something to seal the Bisquick because it's gonna go in the pantry, and just in case a stray ant comes, I don't want them eating my Bisquick. So anyway, I will be back when this is ready to go. While we're waiting, something I'm gonna tell you in case you're getting married later in life and you think you don't need anything, we should have put mixing bowls, chip clips. There's so many little things that we don't have. And it's like, why didn't we ask for those for the wedding? Because so many people ask us, what do you need for the wedding? And we did not say a word. Right now I'm out of chip clips. All of my chip clips are being used on chips. So I gotta find a way to close this before I put it in the pantry because I do not want it in the pantry open. So that's what I'm trying to do. Find something to close this with. Right, I got one. I just went ahead and put 2 chips with 1 chip clip. We have the good Pampered Chef ones that actually snap and really seal tight. I think this one's gonna be okay. But yeah, I don't like putting anything in my pantry that has any chance of a little ant coming to visit. It's just that time of the year, he said. They're all looking for water. It hasn't rained in Southern California in a while. It's done. Let me put this in the pantry, and then we're gonna put it pan, people. All right, let me turn it where you can see me. Oven is preheated for 375, and we are going to put this in. All right, now I got the disposable pans because I want to easily clean up. When that is done, we can just throw it away. They are cheap enough. They were $1.50 for two. I have one more in case I decide to make it again. That's in the oven. Let me set the timer. I'm going to set the timer for 45 minutes. 45. And then we'll check it at 45 minutes. So I'm going to take a chill break because literally got my hair done, had to run errands this morning, shot a video at Sam's Club this morning, had to run some errands that we needed done, had to work on my unemployment stuff, applied for 2 jobs today, did 1 load of laundry, made the bed, cleaned the whole living room, unloaded the dishwasher, reloaded the dishwasher. Yeah, so I got a lot done today. Proud of myself. Oh, and I cleaned my bathroom. So anyway, right now I need a break. I'm gonna see if for some reason those napkins came and I can go pick those up. They are cloth napkins, super cute. I wanna show them to you. I've got a little mess to clean up over here. You will not know this. Well, you will go, oh, so that's when that was. We are going to Yamava tomorrow. I'm going live on Debbie Loves Slots. I'm excited. I need a win, guys. I have been losing since I got back from Vegas. Every time we've gone to Yamava, I've lost, Brian won. Now, I didn't lose a lot. I only lost my free play, and if Brian gave me 100 or 2 to put in a machine, but I can't win anything. I'm not getting bonuses, nothing. So hoping tomorrow changes everything. Anyway, but he's letting me go live, and he is putting money up for me to go live. So that was super sweet. Anyway, got a lot of irons in the fire for a job, and lots of people looking for me jobs. So that's really good. Anyway, and I think that's it. All right, we'll see you in 45 minutes when the timer goes off, sooner than I thought. They came. They're supposed to go in my parcel post, and we're supposed to get a notification. Well, my ALE XA made a beep, and I said, what are my notifications? They said a package was just delivered. These are the napkins. Oh, yeah, they do have lemons. Look how pretty they are. So, I am going to take these. I can't remember which way they go. Do you do them this way? No. I think we fold them in half, I think. And we roll them, right? Do you roll it? These are really cute. These are gonna match, maybe, with that. I don't know. I really don't know. Let's see. Let me put one through here and see how they look, and then I'll let you know. What you think? Kind of cute, huh? What do you think? I think that's okay. Here, I'll show you. What do you think? I think they look good. Yeah, I do like those. I think those are gonna be perfect for summer. I'm gonna continue to put these in my napkin rings, and yeah, I'm excited. All right, guys, I gotta figure out exactly how I want them to look, but while we wait for 45 minutes, we're just gonna get this done. All right, my timer just went off. So let's see what we got in here. I'm gonna do my big ones because this is, it's in a flimsy pan. So it's not in the, best pan for this. Let me look. Let me show it to you. I don't really know. I think I may let it cook maybe 5 more minutes. Just 5 more minutes. It says up to 60 minutes, but I think I may do 5 more minutes. Make sure those peaches are really good and soft. So I'm gonna set it for 5 more minutes, and then I'm gonna take it out. Timer is going off. Let's see. Hopefully it's done. Okay, timer off. I gotta make sure. Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and take it out. I made to make sure I turn off the oven. I'm so bad at that. Okay. Alrighty. Well, I don't know what it's supposed to look like, but there you go. Peach cobbler. There you go. All right, it does say to let it set for 10 minutes. So I am gonna turn the oven off and I'm gonna do a timer for 10 minutes. And then we'll come back. I did not get any ice cream. And the reason I didn't is because my freezer is full. It's full. I don't know where I'm gonna put any ice cream, but I will try it. I'm gonna let it sit for 10 minutes and then we'll cut into it and see how it is. It's done, it has been 10 minutes. So let me turn my timer off. My oven is off. I'm gonna get a bowl and I'm gonna try it because I wanna try it. All right, let me get a big spoon. I hope this is done. It looks done to me. I hate that I don't have ice cream to eat with it. I'm trying to scrape the sides. Now the sides kind of stuck, but that's okay. You still get that. You still get it. All right. So here is my bowl. All right, it's gonna be hot, so, but I am gonna take a little bit. Oh my goodness. That is amazing. That is amazing. Oh my goodness. That's so good. That is delicious. Brian is going to love this. Love this. The peaches are to die for. They're so soft. The Bisquick, it just all comes together. It is really good. You have to try that recipe. I will put the description, I'll put the recipe in the description box, and I will also put it as the first pinned comment. That may take me a little bit to put it as the first pinned comment because sometimes I forget to do it till a little bit later. I'm gonna eat the rest of this. This will be delicious, warmed up with ice cream on top. I will do that with this. Let me get this real quick. I'll show you. I think next time I would do a smaller pan. I would probably do one about half that size to where it's thicker. That's just what I'm thinking. It may need to cook a little bit more. But if I do this again, which I will do it that way. But that is incredible. It's incredible. It really is. I can't believe I made this and it's this good. Anyway, I'm gonna come back when I do the cherry Coke slushies and finish this video. So this video is gonna end right here, but it won't for you. I'll be in different clothes because it will be a different day that I make the cherry Coke slushies. But I think those would be a good combination to make together for a good summer treat. All right, guys, we'll see you very soon. And welcome back. Okay, it's been a couple of days, guys, and I'm gonna make that drink today. Brian is sleeping in the other room, so I'm trying to be really quiet. Okay, I went to Dollar Tree and picked up a couple of ice trays. And so what we have to do for this drink is to pour Coca-Cola into each one of these. You're supposed to do like a cup and a half. So I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna do it very quietly. Okay, I'm gonna go. I've got the Coca-Cola. I bought this the other day at Ralph's. It says that you're supposed to use a cup and a half, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna fill up the ice trays with Coca-Cola. All right, let me put the camera down. And guys, I hope I don't make a mess. Okay. I'm gonna try to fill these. See how it goes. fills them up. I don't know how much you actually need. Okay. Let me do this. Now, my biggest problem, my freezer is very full. So I tried to make some flat areas so these will fit in there. So anyway, I'm gonna fill up this other one. I'm gonna put these in the freezer, and this is the first step to the cherry Coke slushies. So we'll see how they are. There's my Coke inside the ice things, and hopefully they are going to fit in the freezer. It says to leave them in there for at least 3.5 hours. Brian and I have plans today. We're going to Texas Roadhouse when he wakes up for lunch, and we'll check back this evening, and I'll have him help me make these. All right, guys, I'm gonna put them in the fridge. All right, guys, I came outside so I can talk. Sorry about that. I had to whisper out there, but I don't want to wake up Brian. He's supposed to sleep for another hour and a half, so I'm trying to be really respectful. Anyway, okay, so though I was able to fit both of the ice trays into the freezer. So they are freezing right now. We're gonna add some lime. We're gonna add cherries, and it's gonna be a really cold drink. So probably we'll do that this evening. Not sure what we're doing for dinner tonight, but we are having Texas Roadhouse. If you go on a Friday to Texas Roadhouse, it's happy hour starting at 11 o'clock. So that's why Brian and I are going between 11 and 12. We usually like to skip the rush. And then Texas Roadhouse always has call ahead seating, and you can do it on the app. So what I do is while we're driving there, I will check us in, and then when we get there, all we have to do is type here, and then it usually tells us within 5 minutes, come on in, your table's ready. So that's something really good to do if you go to Texas Roadhouse. That's a easy way to get a table quick. All right, guys, I will see you later this evening. The sun is bright. It's supposed to be 98 degrees. I'm on my balcony. So anyway, we'll see you tonight, and we'll make those cherry slushies. All right, guys, I am back. Today, I am going to make those slushies, but Brian and I have to go run errands, but I did want to show you something. We did not have a blender. So we went to Walmart this morning, and they had this Hamilton Beach. It was regularly $28, and it was on sale for $22.88. So we picked it up. This one says it is a smoothie blender, quiet blending, powerful blending performance with 650 watts, and stainless steel ice saber blades. So we're going to be making this slushie in my brand new blender. So I'm very excited to have it. All right, guys, when we get back, we'll be making them. All right, guys, we are finally home. We have been up since 3 a.m. today. So I want to take a nap, but I got to get this recipe done. Okay, so I told you we got the blender, and I've got it all set up right there. Okay, first thing we have to do is I've got to put 2 cups of Coke into the blender. So we're gonna do 2 cups of Coke. Okay, so that is my 2 cups. Turn you where you can see it. Okay, 2 cups in the blender. All right, next thing we're gonna add, I think we add lime juice. The lime juice. I need 2 limes juice, so hang on while I grab those. All right, I do not have a juicer. I was just telling Brian, I had a juicer in Texas. It was Pampered Chef, and it worked amazing for juicing things. But I did get these limes, and what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna juice them in here. If the juice will come out, it will be great. I should have probably softened them before. It's not gonna make a lot of juice. wish I could get a lot more, but I am getting some out. I don't know if you can see it. It is making some juice. The good news is there's no seeds. You know, like lemons usually have seeds. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and juice the rest of these, and I will come back as soon as I'm done. All right, guys, I juiced all the limes. It gave me about this much lime juice. We are going to add this to the Coca-Cola. And let's see what's next. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Okay. Now, you could use bourbon. It says that you can use bourbon, a half a cup of bourbon, dark rum, or Campari. We are not using alcohol in this. Then we're gonna add the ice cubes and the cherries, okay? I'm gonna go grab the ice cubes, I'm gonna grab the cherries, we're gonna put it all in, and then we're gonna blend and pour it out. We'll be done. All right, here we go. All right, I'm gonna add, oh, we lost one. Let me show you. These are the frozen pitted cherries. Okay, those are in. And then last but not least, we're gonna add the ice cubes of the Coca-Cola. I am not sure how many ice cubes to add. I'm gonna do, you know, as many as I can to make it good and slushy. I think I'm gonna do this whole thing here, and we'll see how that mixes up. I have a whole nother one in the fridge. We may just be having Coca-Cola ice for a while. Okay, there we go. All right, everything is in. I'm gonna put the lid on it. I didn't wash all of this. It was brand new, so had to wash it. Let's see. All right, now it's gonna be loud, okay? And let me see if you can see it. Let me pull you up and pull you down. This is my blender. This is what I've got going here. Let me see how long it takes to blend. It says scraping down sides at 1 to 2 minutes, and it says blend. Okay, let me find my blend. Grind, crush, sharp, grate, dice, chop, puree. I think this is the ice cream. Okay, let me pull down my sides a little bit. That's what it said. You gotta pull down the sides, do it. So I'm gonna do that. I do have a spoon. Okay, let me do that a little bit. Push that all in. Blend a little more. Let's go. All right, well, it's getting nice and liquidy. I think this is how it's supposed to be, but I'm trying to get the Coke down there. I feel like I should have put the Coke in first. All right, blending again. Oh, this is getting really slushy. All right, push these a little bit more down. All right, keep going a little bit more. Almost done. Oh my goodness, this looks so good, baby. Yay. I hope it tastes as good as it looks. All right. We are. We're done. All right. All right, let me get some cups and I'll be right back. All right, guys, it is done. This is our slushy mix. I'm gonna pour some. Oh, let me get a spoon. I'm gonna pour some in my cup and then some in Brian's cup. Ooh, making a mess, but I think it's gonna be really good. Okay, there's mine. All right, and that is Brian's. We have a little bit extra. You can see how good that looks. It said you could top it off with a lime on the side, but I do have some straws. So I'm gonna get us some straws and we're gonna drink these up. And this is gonna end this video, guys. These are cherry Coke slushies. Supposed to be amazing. You know what? Let us try it and I will come back and I'll let you know how they taste before I end the video. All right, guys, I gave it to Brian. He said it tastes really good. I am gonna taste mine now and we'll see how it is. He says it tastes like cherry Coke with lime. Oh, wow.
You'll get a brain freeze.
Yeah, you'll get a brain freeze and it's very refreshing. It is like 95 degrees today and this tastes very good.
It's definitely refreshing.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys. I will leave the description of both of these recipes for the peach cobbler and for the cherry Coke slushies in the description of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a long one and thanks for sticking with me. And if you liked it, please like the video if you can. Subscribe to the channel if you are not and leave me a comment, please. All right, we'll see you on the next video.